JC here with the Musician Network. I'm sitting here with Derek from First to Last. Welcome.
Hello. It's always an awkward thing. From
First to Last. Very much. I'm sure you're used to hearing that quite a bit.
We always have trouble kind of figuring out exactly how to introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
So we tend to use in or of. Or,
So how's the Take Action tour just started for you guys? How's that been so far?
It's been awesome. It's been we've toured with Every Time I Die at least 24 times now. So
those guys are good people to be on the road with.
Yeah, they're great people to be on the road with, and we've done Warped Tour and a couple other like one-off shows I think with the Bled before. So everybody on the tour, or not everybody, but I mean those two bands in particular, we kind of already knew a little bit, beforehand, and then the other band's a Human Abstract and.
Incredible guitar players.
Oh yeah, shredders, total shredders. Yeah, everybody's really nice on the tour.
Yeah.
So.
Got a record coming out in April?
Yeah, in April. That's what they tell us.
Yeah, of course,
we'll see what happens. They told us February before, and now it's April. So
hypothetically, April it's coming out.
Yeah.
So.
Tentatively, that's the word they like to use at the label. It's tentatively. So.
Any new techniques as far as drumming wise that? Different recording styles or different drums, or
I'm pretty much the same as always.
Yeah.
Just kind of go in there blindfolded,
Nice.
do the best you can and try to do something that you didn't do before.
What's preparation? Is there? I've heard you spend a lot of time before the actual takes, just warming up and getting that going.
Yes,
you just walk in there cold and do it.
No, it's for me the most important part is pre-production and like the writing process and not having a big gap between. Writing or pre-production and then tracking.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you build this momentum and this kind of this connection with the songs and your parts when it's still fresh in your head and you've been just doing nothing but ramming it in there. And so like once or twice before when we've recorded even just like single songs or whatever, we'll write stuff and then a month and a half later you have to record it and you haven't had time to practice it, you haven't. But after we had recorded it ourselves and we got the opportunity to work with Josh Abraham, so then we went straight from doing that to re-recording the entire record, so that was kind of cool.
Kind of keep it fresh.
And everything came out a lot better than it did the first time, not even just recording quality-wise, but just performance-wise. A lot of stuff that was kind of reaching to get on the original time through, we kind of just blasted through it in the studio.
That's really a good feeling when you're just nailing the takes and just going right straight for it. It's always a good sign that good things are going to happen from it.
Yeah, for sure. And it was kind of cool too because it was probably the most relaxed recording environment we had ever been in. We did it at Josh's studio, Pulse, in Silver Lake, and our engineer Ryan is just this wizard. He puts the mics down, brings up the level, and it just sounds like God. And you're like, you didn't even do anything. It's so fucked up, that you could do that.
That's a sign of a good engineer, though. From the demos I've heard on MySpace, it definitely seems like a lot of melodicism, but still heavy as always. And,
it's kind of like with every record we make, you kind of like look at what you were doing at first, and you kind of just hone in on a different part of it.
Sure.
On Heroin, we kind of honed in on like a darker, more electronic kind of metal or I guess kind of thing, And then with this one, it's kind of, we're like, all right, we did that. Tired of being the doom and gloom, everything's such a drag kind of thing. And so this record is a lot more about just everybody's just trying to be themselves. We release a lot of videos online of just us bullshitting around and just trying to kind of give a more dynamic portrait of who we really are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's always good to see what's it like when all you guys are just hanging out doing your thing.
Yeah, and it's always so corny when people just put out videos once in a while. And it's super serious, or they're being characters, or they're pretending to,
playing the part. Some people have to do that. That's all they know.
Yeah, I'm a much bigger fan of candid stuff, even down to photo shoots and things like that. I love like old Rolling Stone magazines, and it's just a bunch of black and white photography of a bunch of dudes hanging around in the back or walking around or just doing their thing, and the photographer is a fly on the wall. And So that's what we kind of are trying to just get comfortable enough on camera to be able to just be who we are, not feel like, you know,
the pressure with cameras and stuff. You can definitely relate to that. So what do you do on the off time as far as when you're not touring and you're not riding? What's Derek do? Like, what do you
write more music, play video games, hang out with my girlfriend and my dogs. I have a 2.5-year-old Siberian Husky and a 3.5-year-old pug.
Excellent.
So it's a really
kind
interesting
of
combination.
Yeah,
they have a great dynamic there.
That's good. I think dogs are one of the best things in the world.
Oh yeah, it's so much fun.
It's always good, I'm sure, to come home and just get to spend time.
Oh yeah, dude, they terrorize the shit out of me, but it's a lot of fun. Definitely.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate you taking the time with us tonight, and it was nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. It was nice to meet you guys too.
This is Derek from First to Last and the Musician Network.
The Musician Network. We take you there.